Good evening. I'm Stacey Amos for News Channel 8, and these are the top stories that we have for you tonight. The governor sends a strong message to sexual predators. Wrestling superstar Kofi Kingston and the VI National Guard hold a fun day for our children. Puerto Rico's governor is off to Washington, D.C., and we'll tell you why. And your chance to win $500,000 in your VI lottery. Those stories and more are up next for you on News Channel 8. In our top story tonight, Governor John DeYoung has announced tougher penalties for crime, especially when it comes to sexual predators in our territory. Let's take a look.
Bill 290239, I submitted to the Senate back in September of 2011, and that was primarily to bring us into federal compliance by amending our local sex offender statute to create a much more comprehensive sexual offender registry and notification program, which is especially important given the amount of individuals that may move to the territory on various occasions. So I'm hoping that in this upcoming session that we'll get the approval that is necessary, because one of the fallouts of the not having this approval from the Senate, and it was a process that took us a while with respect to making sure that what we wrote locally conformed to federal regulations, is that it puts at risk some of our funding, which we get in BIRD JAG funding, which is done through the Department of Justice and LEPC. And that funding is used for investigation, for arrest, for prosecution. So any reduction in those numbers that we may have puts us very much at risk. We very much want to be able to focus on that, because by doing that, by being able to put this legislation in place, we send a very clear signal with respect to the notifications, but also the registry. And I think that in our community right now, we cannot afford to have predators put at risk anyone, particularly our children, grandchildren, wives, daughters, sisters, that the whole gamut, and we need to make sure that that is strengthened. So again, I'm pleased to see that the Senate has taken this up. It's been a while, but I think most important, now that they're addressing it, we can, one, have the legislation in place. The Department of Justice is ready to enforce it the way it should be enforced, and we can then also be able to recoup and not lose any more funding. In addition to the SORNA legislation, we have a number of other pieces of legislation that have been at the Senate that I'm hoping that they will begin to address, because I think the combination of all of this will begin to strengthen a lot of the law enforcement programs that we want to put in place. The noise amendment, we still have the anti-gang legislation. We have the assault weapons legislation that they're looking at. We also have the federal peace officer status legislation, which is we're negotiating, going back and forth with, and we think that will move. And the last is the barking legislation. So it runs the entire gamut of what's needed to be able to give our officers more control, but also quality of life issues. The people have been very clear to us that we need to address it.
In other news, on a lighter note, News Channel 8's Wes Small caught up with WWE wrestling superstar and champion Kofi Kingston earlier today at the VI National Guard Fun Day.
Welcome to the Virgin Islands. I know you come out of Ghana, Boston, and now the Virgin Islands, of course, Jamaica. But you do this. You're making a tour in National Guard in conjunction with your sponsors. Tell us how it's been, giving it up to all our youth here.
You know, it's been really, really great here. National Guard is wonderful. They set up this whole day for all the kids to take advantage of. I got to tell them a little bit about myself and my story, you know what I'm saying? I've always been an underdog, so I basically want to get the message out to anybody who has a dream to follow your dream, because, hey, it can come true. If it came true for me, it can come true for every one of these kids here.
All right. Well, tell us a little bit about your background in school. And were you on the wrestling teams and so forth like that?
I was, actually. It's really funny. In high school, I actually joined the wrestling team thinking it was WWE wrestling. So my friend came up to me, he's like, yeah, you ought to come out for the team. And I was just like, well, I didn't see any ropes like in the gym, but yeah, I'll come out. And sure enough, it was completely different. But I'm glad that I did do it, because wrestling really instills a sense of discipline in you, same sense of discipline you need to succeed in life. So, yeah, it's been good. It's been good.
All right, what are some of the questions our Virgin Island youth have been asking you, man?
Yeah, a lot of people are asking me questions about matches that I lost, which I was trying to get some matches that I won in, you know what I mean? But we had a lot of really good questions. A lot of questions about Big Show, actually, surprisingly, because he's been on a rampage, you know. But yeah, a lot of real good questions.
All right, well, let me get this guy here because he kind of resembles you. What's your name, man?
Faija.
Faija. Yeah. Have you met Kofi?
Yes.
You want to ask him any superstar questions about the WWE? Now's the time.
Yes. What would happen if you go against a match against Sin Cara?
Against who? Sin Cara? As good as Sin Cara is, I would have to say I'd probably beat Sin Cara, you know, because he doesn't have the strength that I have. We're both very athletic, but as you can see, you see these biceps here? I can't even peel them out of my shirt. My biceps are a lot bigger than Sin Cara's biceps are, so I'd have to say I'd definitely win the match.
How do you like that one? All right. How about you? You want to ask a question to Kofi? You, I saw you laughing over there. Yeah, you, come over here.
Yeah. You got jokes. Tell us.
Yeah. Because he said, you know, maybe is he the best wrestler or what?
Yeah, I don't watch it every Monday night, and I don't watch Big Show. Big Show. He's like scaring me right now with what's coming up, but I'm a big fan of.
What's your name?
I'm Jantina J. Lakinunis.
All right. Now you know the Big Show. Go ahead, touch the belt, man. It's
snap.
Hey, Kofi, I want to say thanks a lot. Hey, why don't we give Kofi a big round of applause?
Oh, thanks, guys.
And the National Guard. Big up, National Guard.
Yes.
Kofi, it's been a pleasure. I just want you to do one more thing tonight. To my girl, I want you to say, hi, Jocelyn.
Jocelyn, what's going on? I'm not sure why you're not here, but you're missing out on a really, really good time. Next time, though. All right? Take care.
Hey, don't take my girl. All right, I'm Wes Small under the big tent. Congratulations, VI National Guard and wrestling superstar Kofi Kingston.
Yes.
Thanks, Wes. That looked like a lot of fun. Now, the Department of Health has received reports of confirmed cases of dengue fever.
Acting Health Commissioner Doris Plaskett on Wednesday said a dengue fever case was confirmed in the St. Thomas-St. John district, and the other involved a visitor to the island of St. Croix who tested positive for dengue fever. Neither individuals, a 58-year-old woman and a 17-year-old male, were hospitalized. The Department of Health is also awaiting confirmation of a suspected dengue fever case in the St. Croix district. The Department of Health is urging residents who exhibit symptoms to include nausea, eye, joint, and muscle pain to please seek immediate medical care.
Coming up, it's $500,000 in your lottery numbers, and learn why Puerto Rico's Governor Louis Fortuno is testifying in Washington, D.C. today. That's up next in your Caribbean Report.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
Now here's your Caribbean Report.
From the Caribbean region, the international community is being urged to support regional efforts to protect the Caribbean Sea, seen as the region's most valuable resource in the context of sustainable development, as stated by Barbados Prime Minister Frundall Stewart at the Rio +20 conference earlier this week. And again from the Caribbean region, newly installed CONCACAF President Jeff Webb says bringing international stars to the region is high on his list of priorities over the next few months. Webb said it is important for the growth and development of young regional footballers that they interact with those who had made it to the top of the sport. From Barbuda, this summer, 20 students from Sir McChesney George Secondary School are participating in the GPS Plus camera project in conjunction with Barbuda's Archaeological Research Center and graduate students from Teachers College, Columbia University. The GPS Plus camera project gives high school students opportunities to do original research in their own communities. From Cuba, Carlos Beltran, president of the Puerto Rican Basketball Federation, says 5 Cuban players are missing from an international tournament and did not show up to practice as scheduled earlier this week. The teams are in Puerto Rico for the Centro Basket Championship 2012. Some Cuban athletes in the past have used international competitions as an opportunity to defect. From the Dominican Republic, the Tourism Ministry announced the start of Dominican Republic operations of the cruise company MSC for the 2012-2013 season, with Santo Domingo as a port of departure, and also includes La Romana. Again from the Dominican Republic, the power company EGE Hyena Guyana on Wednesday announced a $100 million investment in the second stage of the Los Cocos wind farm, which will add 52 megawatts to the grid when it starts generation later this year. From Guyana, Guyana will receive $100 million from Norway this year under an environment project signed with the European country 3 years ago, according to the official government information agency. From Jamaica, Bob Marley at the 2012 London Olympics. You can bet the late reggae star will be there in spirit. That's the conclusion one might arrive at once seeing the uniforms the Jamaican Olympic team will be wearing during and opening closing ceremonies, as designed by Marley's oldest daughter, fashion designer Cedella Marley, in her Cedella for Puma collection. From Puerto Rico Governor Luis Fortuno set off for Washington to testify at a hearing on the growing problem of drug trafficking on the United States-Caribbean borders. Fortuno will be joined Thursday by members of the Coast Guard, Customs, and Border Protection in a hearing of the Subcommittee on Homeland Security. From St. Lucia, Anne Chastanet Resort in St. Lucia is one of the rare places divers can witness the miraculous coral spawning, one of nature's most spectacular performances. And for the island, coral spawning in 2012 is expected to occur approximately 1 week after the last full moon in August, which will be around September 6th. From St. Kitts, reducing the national debt and stimulating the construction industry in the Federation are both absolute priorities for the government, says Prime Minister Dr. Denzel Douglas. Additionally, the Federation has just recently approved a policy aimed at ensuring that the rights of workers are maintained despite their HIV, AIDS, and chronic disease status. And in your cricket update, selectors have recalled exiled left-arm spinner Suleiman Ben and named test opener Kieran Powell to play in the 13-man West Indies A squad for the 2020 doubleheader against India A this weekend at Queen's Park Oval. And Nevis ended their campaign in the Leeward Islands Cricket Association tournament on a high when they beat Anguilla by 5 wickets on Tuesday.
Please be sure to check our Facebook page for all full stories and details in your Caribbean report. Now get your pens and pencils out. It's your VI lottery numbers.
First prize, 34396 for $500,000. Second prize, 23232 for $90,000. Third prize, 5212 for $70,000. Fourth prize, 31410 for $50,000. And last but not least, fifth prize, 39385 for $30,000. The next drawing is July 10th.
I hope we had a winner of $500,000. Go get 'em. Now, Cruzan Apparel has some great style tips on how to dress to impress in the summer. News Channel 8's Wes Small is in his glory with Demi, the store manager.
Stacy, we are in Golden Rock at Cruzan Apparel, and our friends here have allowed the lovely Demi. Like, Demi Moore, how are you, sweetheart?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good. This is your store. You manage a beautiful store. You're going to tell us what's on sale here. I know they got deals for like $10, $15 and some clearance sales and all the top brands and everything. You tell us what's going on here. What is good for the summer?
So we got Foreplay, which is all the way on top. We just got that last week, and it's already for $40 and $60. We got Echo, which is all the way down there. Right. That will be like summer clothes. We got Baby Fat Rockwear Apple Bottom for girls, and Echo Red for ladies.
All right.
That will be for ladies.
And don't tell me now, do you guys have lingerie as well? I understand.
Yes, we have lingerie for Foreplay. They start for $30, and we have bathing suits too. This same price, $40.
Wow. Now tell us, because I want to make sure I got that right and I heard it right. What are the clearance deals you got going on?
We got clearance for ladies and men's, $10 and $15. Jeans will be for $15, and tops, we got the tops for $10 too.
Wow. So you got it all going on here this summer and everything like that. Just come in here and ask for Demi. Say, give me more, Demi more.
Yes.
It's been hot out there. Will you have any recommendations for the fashion? You're like the Channel 8 fashion consultant for this summer. Okay. What can we look forward to coming in here for that?
For men's, we have a lot of short cargo pants, short jeans, and fresh clothing, which are polos, fresh polos, and tops, T-shirts.
And then back to college, going back to school and all that, and casual wear for the dorms.
Yes. Button-up shirts, long sleeve shirts, T-shirts, polos, short pants, long jeans, cargo pants, shoes.
Yeah. All of that. Look at you. You are really beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now tell us your days of the week, the hours you open, and all that stuff.
every day from 10 to 7:30, except Sundays from 10 to 5.
All right. And you know the guys want to come in here and see you, so you here every day?
Yes, I'm here almost every day, 5 days a week.
Wow. All right. Well,
Okay.
thank you very much. I hope you have a great summer.
Thank you.
That's just part of News Channel 8's package to help out the businessman. Even though it's slow, say people are leaving the island, hey, things are good right here at Cruzan Apparel, right next to McDonald's. You could do it all right here in Golden Rock, right?
Yes.
You're not going anywhere, right?
No.
We could get you at what number?
718-1405.
Right. And the days of the week and the hours.
Days of the hours from 10 to 7:30, and Sundays from 10 to 5.
Cruzan Apparel, Golden Rock, Wes and Demi. Back to you, Stacy, on News Channel 8.
Those are some great style tips, Wes. Thank you. And as you know, News Channel 8 likes to support local businesses. If you'd like to be a part of our newscast, please contact our sales and marketing department at 778-5008, extension 225 or 224. Now, up next on deck, it's baseball and basketball in your Sports 411.
This newscast has been sponsored by Mario's Virgin Crystal. Let us save you the hassle of lugging those jugs around. Purified bottled water conveniently delivered to your home or office. Also available in your favorite grocery store. Call 773-2810.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
Here's Stephen Koo Francis with your Sports 411.
Thanks a lot, Stacy. Tonight we start things off with the Elmo Basket Little League All-Star Championship, which took place at the DC Canagator Ballpark last night. We begin in the 9 to 10 division. The winner of this game will represent the Virgin Islands in Puerto Rico. The West also had their ace on the mound, Charles Jacobs. Let's pick up the action. Bottom of the first, we have the West have a 4-0 lead. The East have the bases loaded and looking to do some damage. But Jacobs said, not on my watch. As he gets the batters to strike out the big whiff to get out of the inning unharmed. Top of the second, the West have a man on second with Jacobs at the plate. Well, he shows that he's also good with the bat as he finds a gap between first and second, driving home a run with the stand-up triple. Two batters later, the West tack on one more as the batter drive home Jacobs with a single up the middle as the West also was now leading 6-0. Bottom of the second, the East with a man on third, Elijah Cammy at the plate. Cammy, he lines one down the first baseline that stays fair, driving home the East first run. Cammy ends up on third with the shoestring tying triple. Two batters later, Jonathan Dennis rips one between third and second, scoring Cammy. The score was now 6-2. Way to go, son. Thanks a lot, Dad. Well, later the East had the bases loaded for Jabiel Fling as they were looking to close the gap. But Jacob says, no soup for you, as he gets out of the inning. Oh, that's some heart. That's some heart. Son, that's the way you dig deep. Dig deep. Top of the third, the West opened up the floodgates as they scored 6 runs in the inning as they went on to win 17-4. Charles Jacob, he got the win. He also went 1-for-1 with the RBI. In the 11 to 12 division, the West All-Star won 7-4. Raheem Swanson, he got the win. Kyle John Baptiste, he went 2-for-4. And Adamski Henry Jr., he went 2-for-3 with the RBI. So congratulations to the West All-Star team. They'll be representing the VI in Puerto Rico next month. Moving along to the NBBA Summer Basketball League, where we had the defending champs Hoyas taking on the new look Dreadies. This season, they beefed up their front court, adding Cuthbert Victor and Andy Chelcher. The Hoyas big man Kurt John, the tennis man, he said, I ain't scared, bring it on. That bucket gave Hoyas a 2-point lead, 51-49, with 4:45 left in the third quarter. Well, that lead was shortly lived as they got the ball into Victor, the Greek god. Oh, the hoop and the foul. You can't stop Victor. You can only hope to contain him as Dreadies led 58-55 after 3 quarters of play. In the fourth quarter, Hoyas down 7. They caught on fire from beyond the arc. Asher Cage from deep. Oh, that's deep. That's deep. Hoyas double tried double teaming Victor, but he made them pay. Finding the open man here, he find Andy Chelcha for the easy 2. Meanwhile, Cage, he remained hot from downtown. Folks, then Warren Christian, he too joined the three-pointer party as his 3-ball gave back Hoyas the lead 74-73 with 4:05 remaining in the game. Folks, it's good to have a teammate like Victor. He makes your A-ball attempt looks like a good pass. Send it down, big fella. Oh, as Dreadites takes back the lead. Hoyas, Eddie Castillo, he answered right back with a 3-ball side pocket. Oh, what a game. What a game. But folks, Hoyas had their hands full trying to keep Victor off the boards. Here he just removed Christians like a paper doll and stick it back for 2. Later, he then brings the roof down and sends Hoyas packing as Dreadeye held on to win 82-78, defeating the champs. Victor, he finished with 30 points and 25 rebounds.
Man, you guys are definitely the giant killers last season. You knocked off Guidance now with the defending champ Hoyas, man. Talk about the win tonight, man.
Oh, well, we got 2 added pieces, which is Kofi and Andy Chelcha, which helped us a lot inside. So we have a great team. We have some tweaking to do, but we have a good team, and I think we should go far this year. We need a lot of practice. We still need some practice. So we rejoicing over 1 win, you know what I'm saying? Not because of the defending champ. We still got another 8 teams to play. So we're going to see how we go from there and hope for the best, you know?
Best of luck to the rest of the season, man.
Okay, thanks, man.
Well, folks, the action continues on Friday at the Ronald Charles Gymnasium. Go on out and show your support. That's a look at your Sports 411 update. I'm Stephen Q. Francis for News Channel 8. Back to you, Stacy.